Helen Stratford, 7084.
Laura Winstone, 7088.
Karen Ferreira, 7051.
Victoria Harris, 7006.
You ready to send that?
Yes.
Okay.
The land of Egypt was in turmoil. Everyone from pharaoh to peasant depended on an array of gods and goddesses to maintain balance and harmony in the world, produce a bountiful harvest, bring victory in war, keep loved ones safe from harm, and accompany them on their journey to life everlasting. Throughout Cleopatra's childhood, she depended on the world beyond to help her with her struggle of finding her destiny and preparing her for the daunting yet exciting task that lay ahead in her most fruitful years.
It is most urgent that I record the troubling events of this week. Father has gone into hiding, having fled for his life. Although it is his 23rd year of his reign, he is in danger of losing his throne. He is, of course, King Ptolemy Aleutis, honoured Pharaoh of Egypt. I need you, gods of companionship and protection, to assist me on my most troubling journey. For where Father is hidden and with whom I do not know, but his suite of rooms has been taken over by my sister Tryphenia, who has long admired the sweeping view of the sea from his balcony. I do not trust her. She wants to be queen and has long mocked my father for being a poor leader, and now I am enslaved within her ways of living. Isis, help me to restore order to my beloved country.
What is it, little Cleopatra? You called to me. Are you praying to your imaginary gods again? They're as likely to listen to your prayers as I am.
Where is Father? When is he coming home?
You dare to sit in my presence! I am now Queen of Egypt, and you will honour and obey me. However much it displeases you.
When you are Queen Tryphenia, I will kneel before you.
A better attitude. Drink some wine, and let us celebrate your sister's victory in manipulating the peasants of Egypt into thinking they're free from harm. This country needs a severe hand, don't you agree?
Do I dare to raise his cup to my lips and risk a fearsome death? She who despises my existence and continually wishes me away from watching my wrongdoings. I must apply myself to gain wisdom and use this intellectual power against her.
Cleopatra, a respected, caring and powerful leader. If you die through the means of your conspiring sisters, then you are not the Cleopatra that you and I know. Use your strength and intelligence to guide you through this situation. Remember who you are and what you stand for. Rise above all those that mock and diminish you.
You have incredible gifts,
that will have many rewards. Just keep striving to the best of your ability. This includes caring for your subjects and learning about the laws of nature in the world.
Now then, Cleopatra, what is it you want to know about your father?
May our father be blessed that you occupy his rooms.
She is enthusiastic
Your strength and ability is rising. You are standing up for what you believe.
You know, Cleopatra, that as princesses, we are the first in Alexandria to run our fingers through the sacks of spices and flick them in the air like perfume.
When we open them, the courtyard is soon filled with sweet aromas of cinnamon, cassia, frankincense, and myrrh.
We are also the first to unwrap the parcels of silk and remove every farmland and palace halls and gardens with lovely coloured flags. Enough talk of these insignificant things. I must get back to help my sister Tryphenia conquer those barbarians who resist our position.
To be in your position, I could only long for. But the corruptness within your family, I'm glad not to be on the receiving end. Now that Tryphenia is so much older, she sits on her throne whilst bowing servants bring everything to her. When the last chest, the jewels, was brought into the palace yesterday noon, I saw a rope of pearls that was so exquisite I could not help myself. As I started to clasp the pearls around my neck, Tryphenia grabbed a dagger from inside of her dress and held it against my throat. I felt a sharp edge scrape against my skin.
The fear you must have felt when you were.
I handed the pearls to your sister and backed out of the room.
I fear there is more danger than we can see. I must find a way of diminishing that destructive woman. She has no care for her subjects. At noon today, we will wander along the harbour. I will dress in the linen for the common Greek girl, so I pass unnoticed among the fishermen. I want to encounter what my people want.
I promise to keep you safe while you speak the foreign tongues of the natives.
Princess Cleopatra! I have bad news, Cleopatra.
Wait! I want my Neva with me.
You can trust no one. Not your people, not your family, and especially not your sisters.
I trust her, Cesaro, with my life. To my confidence, she has never betrayed my confidence.
A plot has been discovered. The heart of your people are filled with schemes to do wrong.
Why?
They want your father dead. Assassins are searching for him as we speak.
As Pharaoh, father is hated by nearly everyone in Egypt. He has mismanaged the government's money and taxed everyone unfairly. Why do you think I've placed myself in his position?
For your own lust after power, I believe.
I heard that he wants the Romans to come to Alexandria to punish the angry villagers so that he may come out of hiding and reclaim the throne.
Your father now owes 16 talents. It takes years for an Egyptian labourer to earn 1 talent. It will take many years to pay off your father's debt.
That means that a person's money is worth only 1/3 of it used to be. I don't blame my people for being angry. Father must be drinking again. We just worship the god of wine.
When does the king plan to leave, Cesaro? For we suspect Tryphenia is plotting against him.
Early spring, before the Bernard.
But how can I, Princess of Nile, help my people? Stop them from murder?
You will inherit the Greek knowledge
ready, if necessary, to be Egypt's ruler, to the best ever known. Apply yourself to gain wisdom. You are already the only one of the siblings who can speak with the native Egyptians. We have gifted you with the learning tongues.
How now, my sister? Why must you interrupt me? Is Cleopatra misbehaving again?
Our sister Cleopatra has gone to the fishing village to enhance her comprehension of the common people. She fears for her own and father's mortality, as there has been threatening words spoken that you have hired subjects to poison them.
Perhaps they are wiser than I thought.
What do you mean, good sister? Are these rumours true? And if so, why would you wish to punish them?
Why must you speak to me in this manner? I am simply to become queen and will obtain this by any means possible. However, I know nothing of these allegations. If they be true, we will all benefit from it. Yet if they be false, I should be dreadfully disappointed.
But why would anyone wish to kill father? I know you believe he is a weak, irresolute leader, but this plot rather stifles me.
You're right. Father is a poor leader. Ambition is a virtue, not a vice.
I understand, good sister. You are more deserving to become queen.
I am tiresome and wish to be left alone. Leave me.
As you wish.
The bright-eyed goddess smiled at Odysseus' tale and caressed him with her hand. Her appearance altered. She now looked like a woman, tall, beautiful and accomplished. And when she replied to him, she abandoned her reserve.
And yet you did not know me,
Pallas Athene, daughter of Zeus, who always stands by your side and guards you through all your adventures.
countries in the world. She may be beautiful, but she would not make an interesting queen, and certainly wouldn't care for her subjects and her people. I speak the truth.
You need to overthrow her from her position. Be brave and stimulate your virtues. Stimulate them each in turn.
You will use all you possess. We are only parts of you. You will use all you possess. We are only parts of you. You will use all you possess. We are only parts of you.
Calling in 7113.
Great. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay, it's back there.
Yep. stare and reflect on all the crap that's happened in your life, and maybe realise things that you've never really seen before or had the chance to. Maybe you've always wanted to write. Maybe you want to read some more. Or maybe you're just fed up of living the ordinary. That's these people here. We are the people that don't want to live in the real world. We just don't care. I see things. I see these things everywhere. I see them and I stare, and people see me stare and they stare back, and that's why I'm here. I don't give a shit about money or material things or a TV or a handbag. People see me and they think, this girl's not like me. This girl's not like the girls that I see on TV or in the magazines. This girl's different. She makes herself stand out. Is she trying to cause some trouble? They see me, sitting in a corner, smoking, drinking, not making idle gossip, not laughing at other people. They think there's something wrong with me. Or maybe there is.
You didn't take them, did you?
No.
Oh, good.
There you go.
Come on.
But what do I get in return?
Look, my dad's coming. I'll get you that book you wanted.
Okay.
Look at the clouds in the sky. It's raining again. It's rained every Tuesday for the past 6 weeks. Don't you think that's a bit odd?
Yeah.
I've been in bed, looking out. There's a little squirrel just under my window, and he buries his nuts there.
Well, I'm glad you've made a new friend.
He's not a friend! He's an acquaintance, like everyone is. At least I'm not a loner like you.
Shut up and look out your fucking window.
What are you staring at?
Your arms?
Been cutting yourself again, Mary. Cut, cut, cut. What's this time? Pins? Glass? Needles? Razors? You want a razor? I've got one in my room. Nice and shiny. You want it?
I want it. Leave her alone.
Nice to see you finally decide to join the real world again.
Shut up. I hear you, I see you, I just don't want to speak to you.
Come on. Don't be like that. We're all in the same boat together. All a bunch of nutters. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Do you ever get that feeling you're being watched?
Yeah. All the time.
I like it. The randomness. People watching.
I hate it like you hate anybody mentioning what your family did to you.
I don't care what you say. I like being here. I like turning that screw in your head just to see what you'll do. You like those books, don't you? Those poems. You're a borderline head case. I saw your family the other day. Such a cosy little family, don't you think? Poor Claire, what will she do next? They keep thinking she's going to top herself. But she won't. Will she? Are they going to abandon you again? Because that's what they've done. Abandoned you. Leave me alone!
You're a nutter, Susie. A right psychopath. But I hear you in the night, crying. I hear you when you think nobody else can hear you. So don't play your shit on my face with me.
Don't go straight to the lovely hospital, Claire! You really should keep that anger in your cage. Maybe they'd allow you out.
left school when I was 15. I kicked a girl who was a bully. Everyone ignored that, of course. They called me a monster and chucked me out. "But you were doing so well," said the teacher. I got bored too easily, and I didn't get all the brats in the class. So no one stuck up for me. My family were a dump. So at first, they blamed it on them, and they gave me a second chance. Which was nice. But then, that failed. So I ran away. I was drink driving and I crashed into an old lady. So they said it was either this, or 10 years in prison. I thought this, much more time, much more free. And the drugs are free, drugs, loads of drugs are free. To tell you the truth, I'm a consistent liar. Just don't believe a word I tell you. Mary, feeling happy today? Yeah. You know what I'm going to get out for? I'm going to get out in a couple of months. Maybe just one month. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be really good. I'm going to be really, really good for like a whole week. I'm going to be really good. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to cut myself. I'm not going to do anything for a whole week. And then they'll let me out there, you know. They'll let me out, I promise you. Good for you. Good for you. Nice. I was watching the stars last night. I was watching them all. I promise you, I was watching them. They were in the sky, I promise. And there was the North Star. It was so bright. I wanted to touch it. It was so bright. And then I saw a shooting star flash right in front of me. I promise I saw a shooting star. I promise you. It shot right across. And you know what? I promise I could see them. Even if you don't believe me, I saw the stars because even though it was raining, I could still see. I did. Lovely. Really lovely. The stars, you know, they're so pretty. They're so bright. They're so big. And I'm so small. I'm nothing compared to the stars. I never will be. I'll never be anything, you know. And I watched them all night. I just sit and watch them. And then it goes blurry again, all blurry. And then I can't see anything. And that's that lithium that they keep giving me. I can't see anything. Oh God. Shit. Oh God. I can't control it, you know. There's nothing I can do, nothing. I can't control it. I can't control myself. I look at my arms and I want to hurt myself. My parents, they don't come anymore. They don't even visit me. They don't care. Nobody cares about me. I want to get out of here. They don't even call. My parents don't care. I used to love dancing. Doing all those movements with my legs. Can't do that anymore. Just get dizzy. Can't do anything. Can't do anything anymore. Maybe I should cut myself. Just that little bit deeper. With something just that little bit sharper. Get that little bit more release. Maybe I could use these razors. I know it sounds strange. I kind of like it. The sensation. But I know we're all horrible to each other in here, and that doesn't help. We do work well as a team. I know that we work well. I wonder what it would be like to get out of here. I wonder what the future would be like. If it was anything like my past, I don't want to know.
Oh, so cute. I'm going to Susie if I was you. Oh no, she'll eat you alive. People from the town, they think we're mad and strange. Well, maybe we are. But I like it up here. It's nice in the clouds. Much nicer than being down there. Like the feeling when you go all numb, all your responsibilities and stress, it just seems to go. The world, it just slips by nicely. That's how I want it to stay. I don't want it to come and hurt me, like it has done. I don't want to see any more death, or pain, or suffering. I've seen too too much. There's far more of that in the real world than there is in here. Isn't your medication working? Yes, it's working. If you think working means living in pure ignorance of what goes on in the world, then yeah, it's working. And having a constant, fixed grin on your face.
Mary. Mary, it's all right, Mary. We're here, Mary. What have they done to you, Mary? You're all right.
I looked down. There was blood, everywhere, blood. There's the blood again, there was blood. And I looked at my wrist. And I knew where it came from. It came from my wrist, that blood. The blood everywhere came from my wrist. I'm sorry,
Mary, that's right. They'll let you out tomorrow, and I'll show you the squirrel.
And you can show us the stars, Mary. Show us everything out there.
I can't feel my legs. Anymore. They've gone numb, I can't feel them.
Okay. Tranquilizers, Mary. Tranquilizers. And shout, I'm screaming. I dare you to keep quiet, Mary. They gave it to me. When they brought it back that time. They gave me so much. Too much. I couldn't. Days, Mary.
That's a late trust, Susie.
Can you hear that?
What? Hear what? It's the matron. Quick, back to the rooms.
No. Please don't go, please don't leave me, please don't go, you can't go. Please don't go, please, I don't know, please take me, please. You can't go,
you're worthless. Never go, that feeling will never ever go. That's why you're afraid of the dark, isn't it?
Don't start the psychological analysis. You're the top case. Maybe the reason you hate everybody so much is because your brother and your father beat you to a pulp every night and your mother did nothing. That's why you're so...
Me? You're a borderline, a child of physical, social and emotional neglect. So you decided to top yourself. All that boredom, emptiness, the promiscuous behaviour. Look at you now.
Get over yourself, Susie. You can psych us out all you like, but you'll know you're the queen of fucked up.
Shh! Rachel.
She can't be, she's gone, she's gone.
We can turn the lights on, we can put the lights on now. Turn the lights on because she's gone. We can turn the lights on, I don't like that. We can put the lights on and then we
Can't
can...
you not block see them? Can't do that. Not see them.
What are we going to do? How are we going to calm down? What are we going to do? Maybe we can sing something. Maybe we can sing those songs that we sing. We can sing the songs. Right. Please put the lights on. Why can't we put the lights on, please? Please, can we sing?
No, lights! Can't do it! Can't do them!
No lights.
Can't do the lights. What is this life? What is this life in full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep or cows. No time to see in woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in grass. No time to see in broad daylight, streams full of stars like scattered night. No time to turn with beauty's glance, and watch her feet, how they can dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich the smile her eyes began. What more life is it full of care? We have no time to stand and stare.
Make a coat. No, can't make it out. We can't make it out. Can't make it out. Spirit. You need more than one spirit to make a coat because that's not big enough. That's not big enough.
You couldn't eat it. That's horrible! You can eat it. No, you couldn't do that! It's so graceful and sweet. Oh, you're staring at Mary.
I'm maybe mad. Maybe mad. There's something wrong with you, but...
You see stars?
No, it's not stars. It's not stars. It's not stars. I'm maybe mad. I'm not stars.
What?
Bubbles. Bubbles on something. It's bubbles.
There are
It's bubbles.
Stars.
What are they doing up there?
What it looks like.
What are they doing? What are bubbles?
You're not interested in the bubbles too, are you?
I saw them yesterday. It's damp.
What are you reading?
It's a poetry book. My dad got it.
Poetry again. What's it this time? Is this life full of care? We have no time. and time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as she will cows.
That's pretty, that's really pretty. I really like that. That's really pretty.
I can just see it now. Me, sitting in my garden with all the pretty flowers and trees and watching the world just drift by.
Wakey, wakey, sunshine! Don't go slipping into complete la-la land, will you?
Why shouldn't she, Why shouldn't she, Susan? I can't join to La La. It's better than being here. It's far better than being here. You've got all the corridors the same people, same thing day in, day out. Why not just go to the La La? It's better than being here. I think if she wants to, she can. Just leave her alone. I think the land that she's dreaming is far better. I prefer the land.
I'm leaving. I can't stand you anymore!
You can't leave. You don't want to go to the back place.
Why can't I leave?
Can't go.
You can't go. You can't go because you know what they'll do to you. They'll do what they did to Ellie. You know what they'll do to you. They'll fry your brains. They'll fry your brains just like to them. And then you'll end up like just staring at TV all day, staring all the time, just staring. You don't want that to happen to you.
That sounds a good idea. Can I come too?
Yeah. Yes. Claire, are you coming if they go? Claire, I'll go with you. Squirrels.
She's not going to wake you alone, is she?
You can't go visit me. Why have we stopped here? Can't stop here. Richard, can't stop here. There's no time, can't stop. We won't survive without medication. We need to get medication. Go back, get medication. Can't stop here.
We can be like birds and we can fly away. What? Like a little squirrel? Yeah.
Live off nuts. Live off nuts. Will you coming or what?
No, you can't go. You can't. You're like a moth drawn to the light. You need us here. You need us for warmth and protection. Don't go.
You can't leave. There's truth here. You can't go because if you go, then we'll be on our own. Then there won't be anyone. No one here to come back to. You can't go, Suze, you can't.
There's truth here. There's truth in madness. You can see the outside world and you're scared of it.
Yeah, I'm too.
I'm really scared. Please don't go. Please don't go.
We're all in one boat here.
Then go back or what?
Hewatt-Gabor, candidate number 7096.
Catherine Hewatt-Gabor, candidate number 7053.
Claire Morgan, candidate number 7116.
Gemma Russell, candidate number 7105. Elizabeth Thomas, candidate number 7063.
Emma Wilkinson, candidate number 7023. Abigail Yardley, candidate number 7090.
Are you ready? Okay. Lines back in.
Yep.
Go.
Every day is the same. Same faces, same eyes, watching me, anticipating, expecting a reaction, to be amused, entertained. Behind their eyes, something evil lurks. They want me to perform for them. These children disgust me. They work on a routine, going through the day for their playtimes, where they can go skipping. It's like a tribal ritual. Thousands of tiny shoes scattering like spiders across the harsh surface. Their cackling carries itself across the wind and finds me in the corner and scorns my loneliness, never realizing that it is from them that I hide. As I sit here, I can feel them all watching me. Their bright eyes become polished, only disguising their evil. This evil taunts me until the poison creeps in at my stomach. An intense thumping begins and takes over until I'm suffocated. My head becomes intoxicated by the poison, and they hold me here at this point until they are satisfied by the damage that they have done. Even when they have left me, there are still small parts of them all around me in these toys. They alone make me think of them, the children. Children are around me every day, and the fear stays with me until that moment when I can go home. I know I'm safe until the moment one of them looks at me, and I'm faced with that evil again, behind their eyes. Leave me alone. Look what you've done to me. You've destroyed me. Take your evil away from me. Turn it on yourself. See how it feels. See how it feels. See how it feels. Spiders. 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 Disgusting. Touching me. Crawling. Spiders. Spiders. Leave me. Why do I do it? Why do I face this every day? Why why not make a change, do something positive, and get a new life? But then, Mummy makes me come in. And if I don't, and if I run away, she gets very, very cross. And I don't like it when she's cross. I like my mummy a lot.
Catherine!
Yes, Mummy?
Dinner's ready. I've put the telly on.
Thanks.
my box? What would I say? They'd never believe me. I hardly believe myself. They'll think I'm crazy. Godmother, how could she do this to me? I'm not suited for such responsibility. The world lies in my hands. I feel like Lara Croft, independent woman, trying to save the world and make it a better place. So, ever so slightly less glamorous and not fictional. Maybe I should have gone by boat. I'm sure they don't check luggage on boats. Honey, why did you leave me? Can't open my own. What do I do if they ask me to open my box? Service. It was such a beautiful service. Who would have known the darkness that lay behind it? It's box. It's carved so beautifully. So beautiful that you're just desperate to open it. But you can't. You can't. Only catastrophe lies inside this box. Nothing good. It doesn't deserve such beauty. Right. I need a plan of action. If they ask me to open my box, I've simply lost the key, so I can't open it. But you can put it through the X-ray thingy if you like. After all, X-rays can't show evil spirits, can they? I'm going to get the box to Peru. I'll just have to see about that when I get there.
Right, Miss, can you please put up your arms and hand over that box?
Every day is the same now. All I ever seem to do is heave corpses day after day, night after night. Look. This one's only been dead a few hours, and the creatures can't wait to feast and breed on this warm flesh. Everything looks, tastes, smells of blood. My hands are covered in it. My hair is full of it, and my eyes sting with it. My job? To root, search, find and gather limbs, flesh, anything partly human in this excrement of war. The disease and human rot bite at my arms. Death feasts here. I can smell it as I heave these pitiful corpses out of the way of the roads, no more than obstacles for trucks. Sometimes I sit amongst this hell and wonder if one day I too shall be no more than an obstacle
war for peace. Peace? What peace do you see here right now? Can you hear it? This death-like silence just after a raid. This field! This mass grave choked with bone and clogged with creatures picking at burnt carcasses. My body is so heavy, my limbs dragging me down like lead weights. I can see arms reaching out to me from the soil, dragging me down to their hell. Sometimes, if you're quiet, you can hear the groans of dying men. They lie amongst it all. Once, when a raid started, I ran like a bat out of hell. Shells were falling, the sky was ablaze with fire. I ran, scrambled and tripped through the dark. And suddenly, I found myself lying amongst the dead. As my eyes scoured the landscape, I looked and caught the gaze of some dying sod lying there, not knowing what the hell's going on. His eyes and his arms were reaching out to me. He was screaming at me to save his life. No, to play God. Like a spotlight searching for a convict, I froze. I couldn't move. His eyes like newborn babies, not knowing what the hell's going on. To play God? To control his destiny? Decapitated arms and limbs and blood and flesh lay strewn across his chest, and I didn't even have the guts to tell him he was half dead. So I ran like the child I am, because I was scared. I was scared that I too will be one of them one day, lying there. So I hid in the woods. I hid, screaming, "Oh God, God, make it stop, please, make it stop!" Until it was deathly quiet. Just like it is now. God, if only you could smell this stench. It pinches at my nostrils. There's like this knot in my stomach, this piece of cancered flesh. I'm surprised I haven't cracked yet. This smell would turn anyone crazy. My heart flutters every time I drag one of these pitiful lumps of flesh, because I'm scared that I'll recognize them, bringing me closer to their hell. Oh God, look at this one. It's a pile of flies. It looks like it's been here for days. Tom? Tom? No, it can't be you! Mum said you'd gone home! She said you were all right! She said you weren't lying there like that! You only have a broken leg! No, doctor, I'm fine! I'm fine, please!
I am beautiful. People are amazed by my beauty. No,
I am my standing beauty, my pure body, untouched by man's hands, a mysterious, gorgeous virgin. No man even knows a girl like me exists. My name is the equivalent of the wonderful one, the one who causes admiration. But what is a name when I'm all alone? Alone! Alone on this island. It must be like a prison for her. So then it must feel like a prison for me too. I need to feel her curiosity of the outside world, a world I've never seen. I'm younger than everyone else, and I'm the only girl. I'm dominated by all these men, although they're not all men. There is an evil, corrupt beast, and the airy spirits, although I do not see them, I know they're there. And the weather. What is the weather like? There was a storm last night. The beast is near me. I can feel his existence. My feelings for him must be confused. I know he rapes me. He pins me down and tries to take away my innocence. He doesn't succeed in his attempt, and I wish never to see him again. And my father, my own flesh and blood, is his employer. He hates him. What with the business of the rape? My father has enslaved him, a bored slave. She's so beautiful, she's so pure, got everything I am not. How could I possibly be like her? Oh, this is so frustrating, this is so difficult. I just have to remember to breathe.
3 minutes, Miss Thomas, 3 minutes.
I am this girl. I am her.
The next dance, trying to keep up with me as my dress swept the ground, stirring the air, stirring my soul. I was free. But then you could no longer dance. I had seen it becoming hard for you, and I knew time was running out, and I forced you to go. Then you just began to ignore my plea. I told you to go, but you had commitments. Oh, how I used to love watching my children dance just as we did. But then they left. The gentlemen we had seen them dancing with became their husbands, and their dreams became their children. For a while we had each other, but then you gradually became distant, fading away, and I was powerless to stop it. We need each other, but you've blocked me out. Why do you insist on ignoring me? won't. You never get up. Admit it. You've given up. Can you imagine the embarrassment of being bathed by two complete strangers with no consideration of your pride? The humiliation of patronising voices talking to me as if I was born yesterday. God, if only that were true. No more unsympathetic fumbles from vacant faces, checking if I'm still alive. You never believe you'll get old when you're young, ignorant to the incurable shadow that lingers over life. Every day, we are all slowly dying, one step closer to the inevitable. It creeps up on you slowly at first, and seals you in its tomb. Time is not ticking away. Life is.
I do not fear my death so much, but rather my inadequate life. Mummy? Mummy, I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. Don't leave me in here. It's dark.
love, it's forever. Pathetic I was, drawn in by his lies. He deceived me, duped me into believing he was real. He charmed me with his dark, handsome eyes that gave nothing away. He made me feel as if I was on top of the world, and he was there with me, when all he really wanted was my money. The money I had worked so hard to get. How dare he? How could he? That bastard! Every word he said to me, straight from the serpent's mouth. Everything he did for me may as well have been from the devil himself. He manipulated my heart and stole my soul. And I shall never place my trust in another person as long as I live. Oh! Is it a boy or a girl?
I'm sorry, my love. He's stillborn.
What? No! No, it can't be! No! No, it can't be! Rock-a-bye, baby, on a treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will roll. When the bell breaks, the cradle will fall. And down the baby, cradle and roll. When the bell breaks, the cradle and roll. And down will come baby, cradle and roll. And down will come baby, cradle and roll. And down will come baby, cradle and roll. They can't take you away from me. I won't let them put you in that box underground and pile the soul on top of you as if you're nothing, as if you're not real, as if you're dead. We're together now. Nothing can part us. I shall take you to the park. We can watch all the little children play. They're so beautiful. So perfect. I love watching the children playing. Now, daughter, I've been here 10 years in this nut house you dare to call a hospital, surrounded by the maladjusted, the mentally deranged, the catatonic schizophrenics, the manic depressed, the obsessive compulsive. I've seen you cure some and banish some forever to a room with no doors, forever constricted to the restraints of a straitjacket. I've popped pills for you, doctor. I've suffered from electric shock therapy. I've talked to you, doctor. Now will you finally sign the papers for my release? Is death the final sleep? No. It is the last and final awakening.